Hey loves, welcome to or welcome back to Shadow Notes, the podcast where the messy, the mystical, and the deeply human get to coexist. I'm Scarlett, and around here, we don't wait for perfection. We speak from the shadows. Today's episode feels different, not because it's louder or heavier, but because it's closer. It's closer to something that I didn't think I would be sharing. And if I'm being honest with myself, part of the reason I almost didn't is because I think he might be listening. Yeah, you know who you are. So before we dive in, I want to say this gently. This is absolutely not about you. This is about me, my insides, my process, my remembering. But you are woven in there, so I won't pretend otherwise. This episode is for anyone who's ever wondered, am I only magical when someone's watching? Here recently, someone's attention woke something up in me. I didn't even realize just how shut down I had become until I started moving again. Not just physically, but energetically. Things that I've been avoiding for months or even years suddenly stopped feeling so impossible. And it wasn't because they offered help or advice or even a push. It was simply the feeling of being seen. And then the shame showed up. That voice that whispers, "So what? You're only alive because someone looked at you? What happens when they stop? What are you without the gaze?" That voice sounds familiar. It sounds like old trauma, like judgment disguised as logic, like fear trying to keep me safe in a box I never agreed to live in. And there's always this memory that comes up when I start feeling this way. Someone from our training class. Yeah, that training class 14 years ago. And if you're listening, you might know just who I mean. She once compared me to a succubus, like I was dangerous for how I pull people in, like being a magnet made me a threat. And I've carried that like a bruise, quiet, fading sometimes, and then flaring up when I start to feel good again, when I begin to shine, when I respond to someone's energy, and suddenly I'm alive in a way that feels suspicious. But I'm done. I'm done apologizing for being affected by that connection. I'm done letting someone else's fear of my radiance convince me that I'm a thief. Because here's what I know now. I'm not magical because someone's watching. I'm magical because I feel. Because I'm open enough to respond, to soften, to bloom, even after years of stillness. Connection doesn't create my light. It just reminds me that it's there. And yeah, sometimes a person shows up and something inside me lights up too. That doesn't make it fake. That doesn't make me weak. It just proves that I'm human. And to the one who might be listening, I was scared that you would hear this. Not because I think you'll judge me, but because I was afraid that you would misunderstand the ache behind the words. That you'd think that this was about you, when really, this is just about the parts of me I'm still learning to love, even when no one's looking. But if you are listening, I hope that you hear this. I'm not taking your energy. I'm not performing for your attention. I'm just waking up. And maybe you were the spark that reminded me what warmth feels like. But that fire, it's all me. I'm the one clearing the dust. I'm the one doing the work. I'm the one who showed up for herself, even when it felt ridiculous. And that's my magic. And to you, dear listener, the one who isn't him, but who needed to hear this too, I want you to hear this with your whole heart. You are not wrong for being lit up by someone else's presence. You are not unworthy because you long for reflection. You are not any less sacred because connection feels like fuel. You were never meant to shine in isolation. We are mirrors. We are fire starters. We are stories remembering themselves. So let me leave you with your journal prompt. Just one question, a soft place to explore. If I felt no shame about needing connection, what would I allow myself to receive? I want you to hold that close and let it shape your week. If this episode landed in your bones, let me know. You can find me on Coffee at coffee.com/shadow and sass, or share this episode with someone who might need the reminder. Don't forget to follow, rate, and leave a quick review if you're feeling generous. It helps more than you know. And until next time, stay soft, stay brave, and don't let anyone shame your glow.